Here's how. Here's how you can see that religion is powerful. Like the Bible will tell you, don't believe what people say and all this. This is the word of God. But humans have to have what you call common sense. Listen to me. Think about these numbers. So the Bible was written 2,700 years ago, right? Uh, it speaks of the creation of the earth and all this, right? Well, scientists can prove that humans have been on Earth for 200,000 years. So what does that mean, Wanza? That means somebody had 197,300 years to create the Bible. Like humans was on Earth 197,300 years before the Bible was written. And you have biblical scholars that'll tell you, they'll say, well, we don't believe that. We believe the word of God. I said, well, okay. Let me ask you this, Mr. Biblical Scholar, or Mr. Pastor. If your feet hurt right now, where would you go? To the doctor. If your head hurt right now, where would you go? To the doctor. Okay, now you're going to the doctor. You're going to see a scientist. That same scientist that said humans have been here 197,300 years before the Bible was written, you're going to see him. A doctor is nothing but a scientist. Okay? Now, based on why your feet hurt and looking at your condition, your symptoms, and the way your feet look, he's going to diagnose you based on that same data. He's going to diagnose you based on things that have been seen before. The same data he's given saying that humans was here way before the Bible is the same data he's going to give you on your foot, because he's getting that data from those same humans. He's a doctor. So when doctors were doctors back then, they reported shit. That's where his information come from. So I'm saying that to say this. If you truly believe that, the Bible is the word of God, not saying that some of it isn't, but I'm just saying that, like, the infallible word of God, why do you go to see a doctor? I mean, because if you don't believe this doctor's finding about how long humans have been here, why would you believe his findings based on your health? If you don't believe him, you don't believe him. I definitely don't get nobody to speak over my life if I don't believe him. Either you believe him 100%, because the diagnosis he's giving you comes from those same humans. So, like the medical research that he has done or he has received or he has acquired the knowledge of came from that time period. So how can you tell him he's wrong? He's diagnosing you from what other doctors have diagnosed those other humans. And if that data predates that book, he has to be right. If he's not right, why are you talking to him? A doctor is a scientist, and a scientist is a doctor. They know what they talk about, man. I understand the Bible is the most sold book in history. It sold 3.9 billion copies in 50 years, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta use common sense and logic. And if somebody was here a month before you, or a year before you, or a decade before you, they have a long run on you. Imagine somebody being, or a culture of people being on Earth that want to control the globe. They've been on there for 197,300 years. That's a very long time.